Hello, today we're doing bears on the beach. First you're going to need some graham wafer cookie bears. These come in two sizes around here, the little tiny ones and then these bigger ones that I found at our local bulk food store. So you'll have to look around to see what you have. And you'll also need some different colors of icing. These are perfect for small jobs, these little icing tubes, so you don't have to mix up a whole big batch. And then we're going to draw on some bathing suits onto the little bears using the icing. So for the bikini top, you're going to make two little blobs on the front. And then you're going to draw the icing back in a thin stream over top of her shoulder. That way it makes like a little bikini strap. And then the same thing on the other side. And then simply draw on a bikini bottom. Now when you're done with these, you just have to let them air dry. The icing will get nice and dry and it won't smudge if you touch the cookies afterwards. It's actually quite perfect for use on cookies. There we go, and I'm just going to do I did two of them here with this one in red. I've done these little bathing suits on the smaller graham wafer bears, and it's a little bit harder to do, but it's certainly possible. And if you check out my birthday cakes I have made video, I'll put the link in the description box. It shows some of the smaller bears I've decorated. And then for the little boy bear, you're just going to put a little bathing suit bottom, and it kind of looks like a little Speedo. I have had some people ask me how they get their cupcakes nice and flat on the top. If you happen to make a batch of cupcakes that you overfill the cupcake mold, you may get a little mounding on the top. If you don't want that, you just have to cut it off. And then you get a nice flat top. That's all you have to do. Now, for these particular cupcakes, I'm going to ice the cupcake in buttercream icing. The recipe for the buttercream icing is on the front of my channel page on the left up near the bottom. There's also a link to a tutorial video on how to make it. So I put blue food coloring. Then you're going to need graham wafer crackers or something similar crushed up to make beach sand. I just put them in a Ziploc bag and I crushed them up, or you can buy the graham wafer crumbs already crumbed. And then you need to put some on top of the cupcake. You can either dunk it in like that, or you can just sprinkle it on the top, or a little bit of both. Just enough to make like a little beach on top of the cupcake. You can use whatever cookies you have available where you live for this. And I also found these really cute little candy fishes at the bulk food store as well. And I'm just going to put a couple of them swimming in the ocean here. And then you're going to need a beach towel. Now for this you can use whatever flat candy you have available. I'm using these sour fruit belts. You can also use sticks of gum, like flat gum, like juicy fruit. And you can also glue that beach towel on with a bit of glob of icing if you don't want to move around. I was just making this one so it wasn't being transported anywhere, so I didn't glue it down with icing. And then you put the little bear on top of the beach blanket. And you also can glue the little bear down with icing. And then I made a little Lifesaver candy boy. That's a Lifesaver candy with a little bit of that red icing that I just put on there and let that dry. And then a little cocktail umbrella that's going to be a beach parasol. These little umbrellas I also found at the dollar store. So you just open one up, stick it in the cupcake, and there you go. A little bear suntanning on the beach.